In this video, we're going to have a look at the Smart Keyboard tool. It's very similar in the way that it works to the Smart Bass tool. It helps you create performances even if you don't know how to play the instrument very well. Let's add a new track by hitting the plus on the bottom left-hand corner. And under the keyboard preloader, let's select Smart Piano. You'll notice that this looks quite similar to the Smart Bass tool in that we have these columns with the preset chords along the top. These will be determined by the key of your song that you select in the song settings. And if you don't know how to do that, I would suggest going back and watching some of the previous videos in this course to learn how to change the song key. But let's just try hitting some of these. Let's go. Our song is actually in C minor. It has 4 chord changes: C minor, F minor, D diminished, and G major. So these top layers here are the chords in their various inversions. Down the bottom here we have single notes, the root note, the fifth, and the octave there. So we can record this just by tapping on these. We have a sustain pedal like on a piano. If we hold our finger down on that, the chord will hold until we take our finger off. And we can lock that in position by sliding that to the right. Very handy. And there are a couple of other options on this screen that are very similar to the bass instrument. And if we hit the Smart Controls button right here, it's going to give us an autoplay option. This will change the user interface slightly. If I go back down, now we only have 2 options: chords up the top and bass notes down the bottom. And we can record that into our song if we like. We can also select all kinds of different autoplays. Now, a really cool feature is that if you change the instrument sound, the autoplay patterns change as well. So I'm going to hit the downward facing arrow in the top left hand corner and change to electric piano. And then if I hit that Smart Controls button again, we have a few extra options. We can change some of the tonal qualities of this instrument, the tremolo and the chorus. This is the electric piano. Or we can select the autoplay like we had for the piano. And this is my particular favorite. This is the Super Tramp preset. For those of you who know the song, don't know how they got around that one. I guess you can't copyright a chord structure or a rhythmic pattern. So if I switch the autoplay off, there's one more option in the Smart Keyboard tool, which is very handy. That is the Arpeggiator. This is this tool right here. If I click on that, the Arpeggiator, rather than playing a chord, will cycle individual notes up and down through that chord. So if I select Run, we can see that we have some options, the order that the notes are played in, the note range, and the octave range. We'll have a look at these in another video, but this is what this sounds like for now, so you know what an arpeggiator is. So it cycles through the chords with individual notes, but I'm going to switch this off for the moment. So let's add a little bit of electric piano into our song, and I'm going to try and record this just by tapping on these chords here. Okay, so that was a little bit out of time because of the latency that I have, but I can easily go back in and fix that up in the editor if I like. So let's have a look at what we just recorded by going to the track view. There it is there. Let's see if we can add another sustained keyboard instrument underneath that. That was more of a rhythmic part. I'm going to hit the plus. I'm going to select the Smart Piano. And this time I'm going to go and try and find a synth pad sound. So we can see down here we have some synth pads. Chill pad. Let's try dark matter. Very cool. So I'm going to lock this sustain on and I'm going to record just a single note per bar. Okay, now I can also, because those are there's only one chord per bar, I can go to the track settings on the cogwheel here, track controls rather, and then under the track settings, I can use this quantization right here, and I can use straight eighth notes, and that will make sure that they're snapped right on to the start of those notes when I hit them. So that's how you use the smart keyboard to add in some keyboard sounds without having to actually play the keyboard instrument itself.